Hey there everybody, Eric from Outer Limitless coming at you today with another video. Now in a prior video, we looked at this awesome monocular from the company Nocs Provisions. I use this at length, very lightweight, compact, but more than anything, just beautifully crafted. I love this little monocular. This is absolutely sweet. But here today, a look at their standard issue binoculars. These are the 10 by 25. And again, they have different tiers, but these are the standard issue, so the bottom tier. But at the same time, I think these are going to be an amazing offering where they have a lot of the same quality and features as the monocular, and I can tell you, if they're as clear as this and as enjoyable as the monocular, they're going to be a fantastic offering and addition to my optics lineup. In combination with Nocs Provisions' new camera adapter. And if you took a look at my original video covering the monocular, you saw that I was able to adapt to it with my cell phone to make a real awesome telephoto lens for my cell phone. It really adds the glass and adds the optical clarity when you're trying to zoom up close. You're not using digital zoom, you're using glass. And so having this adapter is going to be awesome. So what we're going to do today, we're going to go through all of this in detail. I'll show you these up close so you can get a general understanding. Then I'm going to hit the mountains. I have a pretty substantial trip coming up, and I think it's going to be great. Hopefully some quality views, and of course, depending on the weather, but hopefully some quality views where I can put these to good use. And so with that said, I have a whole bunch to do and a whole bunch to share with you. And if you're interested in seeing a little bit more about what I'm about to get into, do me a favor, stay tuned. Now, before we get too far, I would like to say thank you very much to the people at Nocs Provisions who did provide these for review. And if you like what you see here today, do me a favor, take a look in the description box below where I have all of the relevant details where you can find your own 10 by 25 binocular as well as all the other great Nocs Provisions products. Whenever possible, I put affiliate links, I put discount codes, and all of that not only helps you, but it also helps to support the channel. So whenever you use those links, it does greatly help me, and I appreciate your support very much. And so as we get into this here, what I can absolutely tell you is Nocs Provisions sweats the details. As I kind of like unwrapped my world with this monocular, every single step of the way, I was impressed all the way through my use and demonstration of this nice little optic. And what I'm hoping is the same thing here with the binoculars. So again, these are the 10 by 25s. Now, you do have a couple of different choices. You can also get the 8s and here the 10s. So just 10 times zoom. So again, 10 times zoom. I was going to try to open this carefully here, which I do like to keep the packaging intact. But as we take a look at the backside here, 10 by 25. So again, 10 times optical zoom, the equivalent of a 50 millimeter camera lens for your eyeballs or your cell phone. Waterproof and fog-proof, submersible up to 3 feet, nitrogen sealed to prevent condensation, fully multi-coated optics, bright and crystal clear image. I can tell you that is definitely going to be the case. Natural grip, which I love, and the texturing on their units just fantastic. And again, built to make snapping a photo with your smartphone easy. So we're going to go through these in a little more detail, but what I wanted to say is take a look at the packaging. I'm hoping I see what I think's coming. And what I enjoyed about unlocking and unwrapping the details in the monocular, as we open this up, yes, all the same little details. Look at their packaging. Now, I'm going to say I don't necessarily care that much about packaging. However, and if you've been watching my channel, you've probably heard me say this 1,000 times now. Even though I don't necessarily care about packaging, there's one thing for sure, and when a company's paying attention to the details on the packaging, they're paying attention to the details on the actual product itself, and everything the entire way as we get these out of here just unlocks a little more detail, a little bit of creativity. Their logos in branding and artwork is just awesome. I love this about them, and they're just paying attention to all of the details. As we continue through the product here, getting this part of the box, again, just subtle details, opening this up even more so. So as we sort of, and remember I said unlock this, we're seeing more and more and more. Take a photo, line up the adapter. That's exactly what we're talking about today. And then inside, your little pouch cloth, which is awesome because I am going to leverage this, I think, on a shoulder strap. And I didn't realize this about these, but these are so compact. Look how small and compact these are. That is just awesome. I love that about these. Nice and firm, tight. The articulation there, just tight and firm, but that's a good thing. It just feels quality. The eye cups here, nice, just perfect, working flawlessly. Smooth on your focus there. That's awesome. Adjusting your ocular lens. Let's see. Yup, nice and smooth. So everything about this, just screaming high quality. Now I love the green. I did want it to kind of match. I like subdued colors. I like to blend in when I want to blend in. And when I want to blend in, I want to blend in. So having something that's a subdued color to me definitely makes a lot of sense. Again, these are in olive green and the 10 by 25. You can also get these in different colors. For example, they have like a reddish color. They have their orange. They have blue. And then in the 8 by 25, so 8 times optical zoom, by 25, you have a number of other additional colors, glacial blue, then they have what's called iris, which is kind of purple, and then cobalt, and deep slate gray. So a number of different really cool and unique colors to the Nocs Provisions optics. Very nicely done. But here in the olive, I do like it. And then again, the 10 times magnification. Looking at the back here, you can see just nice little branding and details on the knob. So your focus knob, that's pretty sweet. And then I like the fact, and most, I would say, at least from what I know, at least most optics having at least some level of the eye cup and eye relief. I do tend to go just a couple of clicks out. Now these don't exactly click, but they're kind of like a continuous spin, which is pretty nice. It allows you to really fine tune and dial these in. So with that, I'll probably get the strap mounted on these. Now, I don't often or always use a strap. In fact, it's hard to say. I kind of have a little bino pouch that I might choose to use. Hard to say, but at the same time, I might go with a strap. It just depends. Awesome that it comes with a little cleaning cloth and, of course, your little protective bag, which I found I do use all the time with the Binocular. It's actually how I keep them clean, because you don't really get the dust covers for the eye cups and you don't get the dust covers for the objective lens. That was certainly the case here with the Binocular and also with the Binocular. Now when it comes down to the camera adapter, should be pretty simple. I'm curious. They call this a self-centering frame, fits all binoculars and telescopes, stepped grip fit for all smartphones, and high impact ABS frame. So I'm curious if this will fit my phone and if it will fit my phone with the case, because my phone is pretty darn big, but like all other Nocs Provisions products, very nice. It has all your instructions right on the box. And as we break this out, actually I feel like this is just going to sort of fold out of here, in which you can see it's all kind of put together, so that's cool. And yes, so how is this going to work? You can see here, jaws, centering, interesting, fits on, I see, very creative. So let's get into this a little bit. I can tell you I will most definitely be shooting video, because that's typically what I do to create content for my channel. And as I try to slide this in here, this is going to be tight, but it is not going to go easily with my case. And I might need to slide it from the bottom, and it is not going to go. So this is too tight for my actual phone to fit. which means I'm gonna have to go with plan B, which is fire up my old smashed up Samsung Galaxy S20. This thing has taken some abuse, but it's really only the front that's the problem. The actual camera on the back is just fine. And in fact, if anything, that means now I got a nice little dedicated camera that's gonna allow me to do what I need to do here. So this should be actually pretty good. The tension here, pretty solid. I don't see that being a problem. And if I can get on the buttons, well, unfortunately, I'm going to have to charge this first. So a little more in that department. Now, in terms of getting this installed onto the binocular, look at that. Slick design there. That's cool. And so just grabbing the binocular, I'm going to tighten that cap all the way down, centering right there, bing, bang, a boom. That's going to be simple. And assuming that I can get this lined up easily, which shouldn't be a big deal, I just kind of slide it around and work it until everything's in place. That's going to be mega easy. And in terms of my ability now, if I get this centered up pretty good, I can just slide that in a pocket or put it in my bag, grab this. Easy. I mean, that's right on. So this should be pretty good. More to be had, but with that, let's get into some testing.
Come on, this way. Let's go. Girls. There you go. Girl, come on. Good girl. All right, Luna, come. Good. All right. Go right. Good. This way. Over here. This way. With me. Yup. Good. So you can see here with the adapter on, this is the 1x lens. So 1x zoom, 1x lens. I'm gonna go to 3x real quick. You'll notice it goes black because on my particular phone, it does leverage multiple lenses. So the 3x is behind the adapter. 10x, same thing. Back to 1x. There you can see it. Going to 0.6 wide angle. Again, it is covered. So for this particular test, I am going to use the 1x and we'll get it mounted up to the binoculars. You can see here, I do have this mounted up again to the 1x, and you can see, I mean, I really need to zoom into this in order to make this effective. It's just a tiny little peephole right now, and once I start to zoom in, now that's better. Filling this out, now we're getting the benefit. It's gonna be shaky, but we're getting the benefit of the optics on the front of the camera. Trying to get this focus dialed in. Again, without a tripod, this will be a little bit shaky, but the detail there is actually pretty nice. I mean, if there was some wildlife there, and that's a good 100 feet away, easy. You know, I'd be getting a pretty good look at that. I'm sitting on the focus here, just kind of trying to fine tune it just a little bit. That's not bad. And then of course that's leveraging the digital zoom. So here again, the 1x lens and zooming into that scene. Rocking the focus here. Again, not smooth, but doing a pretty good job. Camera itself also wanting to autofocus. So it is combating me just a little bit as I'm using the focus on the binoculars itself. But again, not too bad. frozen ooze. It's almost like sap meets water. It's pouring out of this tree. I do wish I had a tripod. I think that would make this experience pretty cool, but it's still not bad. I mean, that zoomed way in, and the detail is fantastic. So from that perspective, kind of digging this. It's pretty nice.
In terms of the general clarity, fantastic. That's one thing I do have to say about Nocs. They do a great job with the clarity. I am greatly enjoying these out here. Not too much in the way of wildlife, but enjoying watching the dogs, checking things out, getting a real up close and personal experience with some of the trees and things like that, which is just really, really nice. These Nocs Provisions binoculars are absolutely fantastic. The focus mechanism, very, very smooth, really easy just to sit on that dial and fine tune it just so subtly. I did find that I basically rocked the eye caps back to about the halfway mark, got these spread out for the width of my eyes, and that's about perfect. If I'm not careful, they can get a little double image, but if I take my time, really get the eye caps exactly where they want to be, and then spread them out and then just relax into the picture, perfect clarity and almost that ridiculous sort of split 3D look. And as you pan through the scene and just adjusting that focus, bringing each layer into focus as I work my way out, awesome. The grip on these, sweet, nice and compact, super small, lightweight, just with me with ease, just fits in my pocket, no problem. So the overall use experience out here today, again, very, very good.
And so, all right, guys, there you have it. A look at these standard issues 10 by 25 Nocs Provisions binoculars. Beautiful. I love these. I really do. I have to say, I am absolutely thrilled to have found Nocs Provisions. I wouldn't have necessarily known about them if it wasn't for some of their marketing and their affiliate programs and things like that. So I just kind of bumped into them and got lucky. So, you know, this is a company that, in my opinion, I think you should be paying attention to. The overall size, the compact nature, but the beautiful build quality and just the overall clarity of the lenses. And these are the standard issue. I've said it before, I'm like, if these are the standard, how could it get that much better? But they do. They have two other lines above these that just continue to enhance the quality. So I'm blown away at this company. I love what they're doing. I love their attention to detail. These have been great. In terms of the camera mount, I mean, the camera mount itself worked just fine, with the one exception being it was a little bit small for the size of my huge phone. So if my phone didn't have a honking case, it would have definitely fit in there better. But it did its job. It connected right to these, no problem. It would have been even better with the monocular versus the binocular. The monocular would have been absolutely sweet. So all in all, it did its job. So to the people at Nocs Provisions, very nicely done. For the rest of you, again, look in the description box below where I have links to Nocs Provisions for where you can find these. I suggest you check them out. Doesn't matter if it's the standard issue or any of their other products. They do a great job. So again, to Nocs Provisions and all of you, thank you very much. And so again, Nocs Provisions, thank you for providing these for review. For the rest of you, if you like this content, do me a favor. Take a look at my Outer Limitless 2 channel, which is more on the tactical and firearm side of things. At this point, that channel's growing quickly. I have a ton of videos up there. So if you like what you see here on Outer Limitless, do me a favor and check me out on Outer Limitless 2. So alright guys, thanks for stopping by. I hope you like what you saw. I hope you found it a little bit informative. If you like what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for stopping by. Take care now. I'll see you soon.